I've dropped a stone and a half over that course of time, but as well as dropping a stone and a half, I've actually built upper body mass, which I hadn't had before.
Want to introduce yourself, who you are, what you do?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me, mate. So my name's Scott Parsons. I run a mid to executive talent firm. We focus in hiring senior execs for e-tail companies, fintech companies, and sporting organisations. Married with 2 kids. Other than that, normal guy. Love sports.
Nice. What was your motivation for having a conversation or, reaching out?
I like everything's going well. Business, family life, all really, really well. Health wise, I stopped playing football 3-4 years ago, and I had probably neglected. I had neglected that part of exercise, eating healthy, and everything like that.
What are your key achievements? So what's been the big things that you've achieved over the last, it'll be over 12 weeks now, right?
Yeah, I mean, health transformation has been absolutely amazing. I've dropped a stone and a half over that course of time, but as well as dropping a stone and a half, I've actually built upper body mass, which I hadn't had before, as well as dropping off weight everywhere else. So loads better. I feel like I've got loads more energy. I think when I came to you, the thing that I was struggling with is getting time in the day to actually prioritize exercise, gym, and everything like that. And through the kind of steps of the program and everything that we put in place, I felt like I had more time in the day. Felt like I managed to get workouts done, didn't skip them, was committed to them, but nothing else dropped off. It wasn't like I was probably kidding myself, to be honest, thinking if I go and spend an hour in the gym, start even half an hour in the gym, something's going to drop and I'm going to drop a ball at work here, or I'm going to drop this or something like that. And that just hasn't happened at all. It's been a case of, being able to fit more things in the day.
What would you say then have been your key learnings to achieve where we've got to today?
I think most of it is mental, and most of it is kind of the accountability you kind of put on yourself, but you put on whilst going through the program without even realizing it as you're going through it. But I think what I've lost in a good way from a health perspective is that excuse type mentality of this week. I'm in New York at the minute, and I'm in New York, I've got to go out with the team for beers every night, and then that will lead to a burger, and then bad breakfast the next morning, and so on and so on. Whereas I've had a great time with the team whilst I've been out here. This is my 5th day. I will have a beer tonight. It'll be the first beer I've had since I've been over. I've had healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy dinner every single time.
Also, what other things do you think you've learned that you've taken from the program?
I'm making much better nutritional choices as well. So I think from the steps that are in the program, there's things that you think are healthy that aren't healthy, and there's things that you think of that'd be really bad for me. You're like, no, actually that's not bad for you at all. And it's I've looked at calorie controlled stuff before, but I've never really looked at macronutrients or the balance of protein in your diet or anything like that. 3-4 weeks, I think, as done 50 press ups, 75 sit ups, 100 squats, all body weight stuff within 3-4 weeks. And after 3-4 days, I could hardly lift my arms from doing 3 or 4 press ups. It's mad how quickly you develop. And then in the gym this morning, for example, even the app and everything, it's you've got the boosts of you put new PB, new personal best or anything, you get in that booster from kind of continuously doing more and more.
What would you say is your main takeaway from the whole process that you've gone through? If there's one thing you could speak to, what's the big thing?
The biggest thing is it sounds very cliche, but you can do it. If you sat there now and you're thinking, should I put myself on this type of journey or anything? But then you'll think of all the natural things that anybody would think of. I've not got time. This is going to drop off. I've never done any kind of gym work or anything like that before. I love burgers, steaks, whatever it might be. You can still all have all of that type of thing, but just give it a go and go for it.
If someone was watching this, and you kind of already talked about it a bit already, but I'll ask you explicitly, and like we just said there, they know they're not quite where they want to be, but they're sort of on the fence about reaching out and talking to someone and getting help. What would you say to someone like that? It was kind of in your shoes as well, rewind a few months ago.
100% have the conversation with you. I think there's why wouldn't you have that kind of hour-long conversation? Even in that conversation itself, it was a getting under the skin, getting under the bonnet of like where you are with life, business, family, health, mental health, everything. I think I came away from that chat positive and kind of invigorated anyway. And then if you like what you hear about the program and think it could really benefit and help your life, then go for it, give it a go.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Scott. After that ringing endorsement, if anyone's up for having a conversation, wants to have a chat, drop a note in the comments or drop me a DM. Scott, as you know, I think you're absolute legends. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Everyone else, the sun where I am is now out again, so everyone have a great week.
It's lovely here. It's been raining all week. It's lovely here.
Oh yeah, no, it's been like the summer's over. That's what I'd say. So yeah, have a great day, guys. Scott, again, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it, and take care, everyone. Thank you.